What if I told you that the Leica Q4 could arrive much earlier than anyone has been expecting? For nearly a decade, photographers and fans have tracked Leica's release cycle with near mathematical precision. The Leica Q debuted in 2015. For years later, the Q2 followed in 2019. Then, right on cue, the Q3 landed in 2023. That rhythm of 4 years has become so predictable that many assumed the Q4 wouldn't show up until 2027. But lately, something interesting has started to circulate in the photography community. Rumors, whispers, insider speculation that Leica may be preparing to break its own tradition. Imagine if the Q4 surfaced as soon as 2026 instead of 2027. It would be more than just a surprise release. It would be a statement. A message that Leica is prepared to move faster, embrace the pace of modern camera technology, and compete head-on with rivals who update their gear at lightning speed. Welcome back to Lenz Loop, the channel where we explore cameras, innovation, and the future of photography. If that excites you, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you're always in the loop. Leica Q series has always been defined by its perfect balance of minimalism and innovation. Each generation hasn't just been about chasing specs, but about refining usability, maintaining that classic Leica craftsmanship, and delivering tools that feel timeless in a world where tech moves fast. Traditionally, Leica has given its users plenty of breathing room between models. A 4-year gap has allowed photographers to fall in love with their Q, learn its quirks, and build years of creative work before a new version tempts them. But now, the idea of a 2026 Leica Q4 suggests Leica could be ready to speed up, and the timing makes sense. Let's look back at the Q3 for context. Released in 2023, it wasn't just an incremental upgrade, it was a giant leap forward. Leica introduced a 60-megapixel full-frame sensor, an articulating touchscreen, 8K video capability, and paired all of it with the legendary stabilized 28mm Summilux lens. On paper, the Q3 already feels like a camera built to last well into the future. For many users, it feels so complete that Leica wouldn't need to release anything new for years. But technology never stands still. Autofocus systems across the industry are becoming smarter, faster, and more reliable. Computational photography is transforming what cameras can do with light detail and dynamic range. Stabilization systems are pushing limits that seemed impossible just a few years ago. If Leica waits until 2027, there's a genuine risk that companies like Sony, Canon, and Fujifilm will surge ahead with features too compelling for photographers, especially street shooters, travel enthusiasts, and hybrid creators, to ignore. So what might the Leica Q4 actually bring? Opinions vary. Some predict only small refinements, sharper autofocus, smarter software-driven enhancements, perhaps a bump in low-light performance. Others dream of bolder steps forward, a higher resolution sensor, deeper integration of AI-assisted shooting tools, and next-generation stabilization. The most realistic answer probably lies in the middle. A Leica Q4 with meaningfully faster autofocus, improved image quality in dark environments, even better stabilization, and possibly a fully articulating screen would feel like a natural progression. It would be enough to excite photographers without betraying Leica's philosophy of elegant simplicity. And that philosophy matters. Leica doesn't chase numbers or fill spec sheets for bragging rights. Instead, it has built a reputation around intuitive usability, refined design, and durability that feels almost timeless. A Q4 would need to feel like an essential refinement, not just a spec war competitor. The bigger picture is timing. Releasing the Q4 in 2026 could keep Leica in the spotlight, fuel conversations while the Q3 is still fresh in people's minds, and show that the brand is adapting to the speed of today's market. It wouldn't just be about releasing early. It would be about seizing the moment while excitement is still alive. Ultimately, the Leica Q4 is unlikely to reinvent the series. Instead, it will refine it. Faster autofocus could be a game changer for street photographers. More advanced video tools could appeal to hybrid creators. A fully flexible screen would offer more versatility for all types of shooters. Leica has multiple options on the table. And the question is not only how bold they will be, but how quickly they're willing to act. So here's the big question. Are we genuinely about to see a Leica Q4 as early as 2026? Or are these rumors simply a case of wishful thinking among fans eager for more? The reality is, no one outside Leica truly knows. But that's exactly what makes this moment so fascinating. For years, Leica has followed tradition. If it breaks that tradition now, it would be a powerful move, one that turns heads across the industry, grabs headlines, and fuels conversations among photographers everywhere. But timing is only half the story. The other half is what Leica chooses to deliver. Would a more intelligent autofocus system convince you to upgrade? Would stronger low-light performance or groundbreaking stabilization tempt you? Or do you believe the Q3 already hits the perfect balance between power, elegance, and portability? These are the decisions every Leica fan and potential buyer will wrestle with. Here on Lenz Loop, we'll be watching every rumor, leak, and announcement about the Leica Q4. And we'll bring you updates the moment anything credible surfaces. If you found this deep dive valuable, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us as we explore the exciting future of photography together. Whether Leica reveals a Q4 in 2026 or holds off until 2027, one thing is certain. The story has only just begun. Until next time, keep shooting, stay creative, and never stop exploring the possibilities of your craft.